Hey Messiah, Texas, it's Oakley Chambers and welcome to Testimony Tuesday. Today I will be sharing my testimony about my worship leading and just when I started and all of those things. So I was born with a love to sing. I've always been singing for as long as I can remember, whether that was in talent shows or on the stage or in the shower or just to my parents. I was always singing. So I did theater for a good chunk of my life. I want to say I started in second grade and just uphill from there. I didn't have any singing lessons until technically until my senior year of high school. And the whole time I just loved to sing and all of those things. Well, my dad has always been a pastor, at least since I've been alive, and would sometimes have me do like specials for church. And so what that would be was that there'd be like a song that's like special to the holiday or the message, and so then I'll go up and sing it. Well, I used to be terrified to like sing on a stage, and I still get really nervous singing on stage, even to this day. It doesn't matter. But I would go and I would sing, and that was pretty much it as far as like the worship from a younger age. But then as I was about maybe 13 and older, that's whenever I started helping in the church with worship, like in our small church. We would play videos and I would have a mic and sing with Dad, or we'd do a worship team or like every other week or something. So I started small in that regard. And then just kind of, as we got older, helping in the church. It was mainly with videos, like I said. What I mean by that is like, you'd put on You Say by Lauren Daigle, the lyric video, and I'd sing on the side, be like, you say I'm loved, you know. But then 2020 Messiah, Texas summer camp rolled around, and I had been doing worship, like I said, in the church and everything, but We the Remnant came to Messiah, Texas and was doing worship, and I've known some of the people in We the Remnant they've known me ever since I was born. And we were just doing worship, and I was worshiping one of the nights, and I was singing like my head with like this, and someone comes over with a mic and puts it right at me, like as I'm singing into the mic, and I was like, whoa. Oh. Excuse me. So then they tell me, they're like, take the mic and go sing on stage. Or it wasn't like a stage, you know what I'm saying? They were like, go sing. And I was like, okay. So I took the mic, I'm singing, it's great. And then I feel like the Father's calling me to sing this one song from The Lion King called He Lives in You. That was also an example of a special song because it was requested of me to sing that. So I did. That was pretty much it for 2020. But so many people came up to me and were like, your voice, like you were anointed. And I was like, thanks. But then 2021, so the next year, or maybe it was a year after that, I can't remember the dates. But we're doing, I think it's 2021. We're doing Unlocked summer camp, and I'm always sitting in the back. I love sitting in the back because I don't like when people can see me like worshiping or any of that. I just get self-conscious, and so then I start to overthink. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit in the front row. I don't really ever do that, so I was like, I'm just gonna sit in the front row. Well, when I do, the worship leader looks down at me, which is again We the Remnant. Brandon Bird looks at me and he kind of goes like this. He goes and like snaps, and I was like, oh, like we're in the middle of a worship set right now, but okay, I guess I'll walk on the stage and sing. So anyways, go up there, start singing, it's great. I'm like, whoa, this is awesome. And like after that, I'm like, God, like, is this what you've been trying to do in my life? Like, what just happened? So then I stay with the worship team for the rest of that camp, but I obviously still do my, student stuff because I'm still a student. But then I come to some practices. Well, one of the practices, Brandon Bird tells me, he's like, okay, I really feel like the Father's telling me you're going to prophesy. And I was like, well, I just got up here. Like, can you give me a minute? So I'm like, I feel like he's telling me I'm going to prophesy. So I'm like, ha ha ha, very funny. He's like, no, I'm serious. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do that. He said, you'll know in the moment. I said, oh. So I'm nervous the whole rest of the day. We get to the worship time and he is using a talkback, which is just a microphone that, if you ever see us wearing like headphones during a worship service, they're called in-ears, and it's just that way we can hear everything clearer. So the talkback is a mic that you talk into and it only goes to the headphones. You can't hear it from the house. So he says, okay, Oakley, get ready to prophesy. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So he's like, ready? Go. And whenever he says go, I am freaked out. But I just start singing. I just start making random, like, kind of like utterances. For example, like I'll be like, da da da. And then it literally just fell out of me. Like, it just was spewing out of me. I prophesied for 2 hours. Yeah, so that was crazy. I still to this day only remember bits and pieces of it. I don't really remember what I said because I truly believe that it was not me speaking. It was Adonai speaking through me. And that was just a crazy experience to be a part of. So after that, I was like, I'm all in. Before, like, I was like, I don't care about the nerves. I don't care about anything. Like, I want to do this forever. So then I got baptized at camp, and I'm mikvahed, aka baptized, to symbolize me saying, okay, this is a ministry that I feel the Father calling me in, so I'm gonna walk in it from now on. So ever since then, I've been walking in that ministry of leading worship, and I wasn't always leading. I was, leading a song or two, or, all of that stuff, but being on the team and in the background. Brandon Bird was teaching me about like how to do this and how to do that and the practical stuff and also the spiritual stuff and just trying to like help me, and I'm very grateful for that. And it wasn't just Brandon Bird. It was also like even Ty and Randy Kay, like my parents, Brandon and Jessica, like everybody was just speaking into my life and giving me encouragement. And then I remember Skylar Love, she was on the rec team a couple years back, was prophesying over me right before I went up there for worship. And she looked at me and she was like, whenever I see you worshiping, I see oil being poured out upon you and you're like shining like a light. And I just feel the Father telling me that you have the voice of nations. She's like, I don't know what that means, but you have the voice of nations. And I was like, what? I still have no idea what that means. So I guess we'll find out. But yeah, so now I'm the official worship leader for Messiah Texas Summer Camp, which is really nerve-wracking, but it was good. This last summer camp was good. This upcoming summer camp is going to be good. Get excited. I'm getting excited, and yeah, so there is a little bit of my testimony.